Hi, my name is Bunny Cakes and welcome back to my channel. So today what I'm going to be doing is my week one of Emojiathon. Um, so I've only gotten through two books and my TBR has changed from the get-go. Um, Initially I planned to read some other books, but because I was slow in finishing the books that I was reading before Emojiathon started, I ended up reading Stephen King's It as my horror thriller choice because I had most of this book left to read when Emojiathon started. And I may still read my original choice for horror thriller, which was Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. But for now, this is what I'm going with. Um, so everybody knows that it is the story about a killer clown that is terrorizing this neighborhood or this town, though it's not really a killer clown. It's this monster, this eternal monster, and it takes place in Derry, Maine, and it involves um, some kids, and then later it involves those same kids after they've grown up. And it's really scary, and it's good, and it's not necessarily my favorite Stephen King book, but I will get into that when I review it. But I did have a lot of fun with it. I actually read this in physical form, but I had to take that back to the library just the other day, so I don't have it on hand. So I have the e-version on my tablet right now, which keeps flipping around because I keep flipping my tablet around. The next book that I read this week was also a change. It's The Pecan Man by Cassie Dandridge Selleck. It takes place in the summer of 1976. Uh, a recently widowed, childless Orly Beckworth hires a homeless old man to mow her lawn. He's an old black man, sorry. The neighborhood children call him the Pecan Man. Their mothers call them inside whenever he appears. When he is arrested for murder, only Aura Lee knows what really happened in the woods where Eddie lived. But the truth is a fickle thing, and a lie is self-perpetuating. Aura and her maid Blanche soon find themselves in a web of lies that send an innocent man to prison for the rest of his life. 25 years later, Aura sets out to tell the truth about the Pecan Man. Um, Cassie Dandridge Selleck is a self-published author, and this book is a very short book. It's 137 pages with the acknowledgments included. This story is just so good. It feels like an emotional roller coaster. I heard about this book through Peter Mon, and you'll find I mention him a lot on my channel because I get a lot of book recommendations from him because we tend to like a lot of the same things. And this book, it's just so deep for such a little book, and it's amazing. And I will give this a full review on my channel later. But it's amazing, and it ended up being my 24-hour read, and it's also about a marginalized group because it's about a black man during a time when uh, racial tensions were possibly worse than they are now. It's hard to tell the way the world is right now. But yeah, so that's what I've gotten through so far. Um, my next book that I'm going to read is going to be Gabri Sidibe's autobiography, which was originally on my TBR. So hopefully I'll stick to that. Um, but I tend to be a little fickle when it comes to what I want to read, so who knows how much I will stick to my original plan. But that's where I'm at now, and if you haven't started Emojiathon, it goes on till the end of the month, and the goal is to read 4 books that meet at least 4 of the challenges. It works out to be about a book a month, or a book a week, and it's really fun. It was started by Dylan the Reader 5 and some other YouTubers who I'm blanking on at the moment, and some uh, book bloggers and bookstagrammers and readers on Twitter. Um, they have an Emojiathon Twitter account that you can follow on Twitter, and that is where you can find the link to all the challenges. I will also link those down below, and link to Dylan the Reader 5 and the other people who are on BookTube that have started this readathon. So that's where I'm at. Please follow me on all my social media. It's linked down below. And enjoy the rest of Emojiathon. I will check in next week. And keep reading.